Okay, chat. So, this is Explorer, the new non-rotating format on Magic Arena. For those not familiar, haven't been keeping up, Explorer is eventually going to become Pioneer. It is essentially a format where all of the cards that are currently Pioneer legal on Magic Arena are legal. So it's Pioneer missing some stuff that's not on the platform yet. We have a 2-card combo here for this format. Sorin Imperious Bloodlord lets you -3 to put a vampire from your hand directly onto the battlefield. Champion of the Dusk was the card you were always cheating in to play with this. However, in the latest expansion, we've got Lord Xander. 7-mana vampire that has an enter the battlefield effect, an attack effect, and a dies effect that are all pretty powerful. So we've got kind of just like this vampire aggressive deck that could theoretically cast this card as the game goes along off of blue pathways and Castle Dracula, but we could also just like drop this 6/6 into play on the 3rd turn of the game with the Imperious Bloodlord. Now, there's obviously lots of different shells you could play this in. Like, one other thing I'd like to explore at some point is, I think, a Transmogrify tokens deck that also plays Sorin to cheat these into play could potentially be sweet. You could also potentially look at Indomitable Creativity, because if you Indomitable Creativity multiple Lord Xanders into play, you get the enters and dies triggers a bunch. So if you like put 2 Xanders out, your opponent discards half the cards in their hand twice, and they sacrifice half their stuff. So I think a more combo control focused variation of cheating this card into play is also potentially good, but I want to start here with this kind of more fair aggressive deck with the combo backup plan first and see how that feels. So let's go ahead and pop on into some Explorer matches with this and see how it goes.
Jeff Hoagland fans, Cool Stuff Inc. is partnering with Jeff on a special limited edition all metal vampire token. This is a one-time only production run with each token individually numbered and totally unique. Pre-orders are only open from April 18th through May 1st. After that, they'll never be offered again. Don't miss your chance to get one of these unique tokens by going to the address on the screen now. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
They turned out really well. I wasn't sure how the colors were gonna look on the metallic, but really like how they turned out. Okay, it's a pretty reasonable hand here. We don't have Lord Xander, but we'll get to go Vampire, Sorin, draw 3 here.
Stronger.
A vampire mirror match of sorts here. I wonder if our opponent's doing just mono black.
Vengeance will come for you one day.
Our Planeswalker's a little sad. Confirmed mirror match. Let's let this happen. It could be some incentive to like doing it, because if we hit a land, we technically juke them. Yes, I guess I need to kill this first as well. Hey, Nesserel, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Cricket, thanks for the 3 years. Good morning, good morning. I think I just go ahead and trade these, so that way my opponent can't peel a removal spell and punish me.
You cannot hurt my hollow soul.
The instruction cards are one of my favorite parts, PZ. The very clear pictures with everything are great. As someone who's always liked the idea of cooking but never felt capable, definitely inspired confidence in myself.
That was the act of a coward.
This is where the magic happens, chat. Thoughtseize is definitely going to be a card we board out in this matchup.
Return.
Go. Okie doke. Okie doke. We want Silversmote Ghoul to pull up a little bit here. Could do. It's a really good grindy element with Sorin. Truly classic skilled-based duel, exactly. Yeah, we had a good back and forth at the very beginning. Sure. Hand's pretty good. With Castle Dracula, we can play this out on the black side. Esper is to miss land drops as Grixis is to not play the game. Speaking of playing games, by the way, for our Pokemon Unite segment this afternoon, oh, does this just always happen? Legion's End is just perpetually... I thought it was like a fluke last... Okay, so Gifted Aetherborn is gone, and this is no longer on the stack. But these are going to stay here for the remainder of the game. This happened the other day, too. Sorry, finish my plug. Pokemon Unite this afternoon is going to be viewer games, by the way. So you would like a chance to jam some multiplayer online battle arena with me this afternoon. I'll be swapping over in about 90 minutes or so, probably. Oh, champion, my champion. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to shock... Maybe I'm supposed to shock in the land there so that way the 3+2 gives me a counter on my knight. Good God. Ugh. Just drawn like 2 spells total in however many games we played with this deck so far.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Oh, we're gonna get to start making some blood tokens here. So we're gonna get to filter through some of these bad cards. I think we're in an okay spot still, especially with our Planeswalker draw. I believe in us, chat. It's not too late yet. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't have Thoughtseize. See, some of you, chat, thought we were unlucky, but really, we were just tactically playing around that Thoughtseize. It was the big brain line.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Thanks for the biddies to the team. Okay, so now these make blood tokens for free. And then this Sorin can plus to sacrifice the ghoul to kill this, and then it comes back to our hand at end of turn. Or back to play, sorry. Been a while since I played with this one. Forgot it was right back to play.
I have other obligations.
This bug makes the audio go funky too. Wonder if I'll see pressure my Planeswalker here. Definitely jump blocking to save that. They're also only at 9 though. I guess, are we jump blocking? Yeah, if they attack, we just kill them on the backswing, right? The audio starts going funky too when this bug happens. Just for a little extra something something. I don't know if my body is prepared to get Meat Hook massacred this turn in Explorer chat. What are the odds they're playing that card? All right, sweet. We're on the scoreboard. Heading to game 3 in the Vampire Mirror match. Obviously, deck's a little bit different, but both of us playing the same theme. How long has Legion's End been there? It's always been there for as long as I can remember. Hey, Talran, thanks for the 51 months. Welcome back. have to mulligan this. This is too much top end, especially on the draw. Yeah, this seems much better. We have not great field. This is match 1, game 3. So we put a vampire into play here. We get to kill that vampire. We get to kill their Sorin. Tapped land is lovely. Well, I mean, I haven't restarted the client, so yeah, the audio is still bugged. It'll be that way until we restart after the match.
Vengeance will come.
No, it lasts until you reboot. So we'll finish the match out and then restart it. It's actually just every time Legion's End gets cast. That is incredibly ridiculous. Okay, so Bloodtithe Harvester and Legion's End aren't actually there, champ. Behave accordingly. Okay, I mean, threats we can play out here. Getting our hand empty is nice because they showed us they had Thoughtseizes in postboard. I can barely read. I can't also unread stuff. Fair. Attack first. They'll decline blocks. It's been alright, Wargame. Both, the first 2 decks we played were both kind of mediocre. Heat Hook is busted. Legion's End is legit busted. Wait. Why would they play this after combat? That's so weird. What's going on, Matthias? Thanks for the 1.5 years. Welcome back. Oh, I guess they wanted to hit for 4. If I would have blocked that, it would have been a disaster for them, right? Alright, looking to draw. Oh my gosh. Fatal Push is so brutal. I think we're probably dead at this point. Crippling Fear is a little bit too much. I think bringing in your Crippling Fear and the Vampire Mirror is fine. There's gonna be plenty of board states like that one where you're behind and you use it as a catch-up card. I've played like 5 matches Wargy, so I'm reserving judgment. We couldn't play Magic on Thursday. We only played 1 deck on Friday. I was off yesterday. Maybe we'll have an opinion on Explorer by the end of the week. No, I'm playing one deck in 3 different formats each day, Wargy. So we did a historic deck and a standard deck before this one. I'm removing format titles from the... This format is definitely a lower power level than historic to set a low bar. Hey, we're gonna get to do the thing, champ. How is historic? I'm not a huge fan of the current historic format. I think the Modern Horizons cards in it made it a little mediocre.
Uncultured monsters. House Markov grows stronger.
Bind Rot you, put a 6/6 into play. We could get Winota this turn, champ. They could be about to get 2 Winota triggers. It's incredibly likely. Yeah. Alright, come at me. My Winota. Do 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 do. I don't think historic will get meaningfully better or different unless they take explicit action to change it. Tank, best possible play. The Magic Arena special. Or just dead, right?
Fight ancient vampire lord. Well, I guess you'll do.
Yeah, because the wolves here give them more Winota triggers. I could jump with Xander to wipe their board. Yeah, maybe. I think we still probably lose, right? Like, Winota plus 2 wolves still kills us. You are correct that I did not think about that sequence, but I also don't think it matters. Hey, chat. Boarding in a giant glut of interaction here. Going down to too few threats, it might be. Let's find out. And so close to being amazing. God, our deck's busted, chat. It's so good. Get wrecked. Magic is a skill-based game, doo-da, doo-da. Magic is a skill-based game, oh, the doo-da day. Bum-ba-da-dum, bum-ba-da-dum, bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum, bum-ba-da-dum. I like the part where we won and dislike the part where we lost. God bless. Gotta cage the elephant shit. Winota is certainly the elephant in the room. Oh, is Tybalt's trickery legal in this format? Is that true? We're gonna have to do that to some people if that's true. It is. Excellent. That sounds great for soul farming. Hey, only 40k left to Shillionaire. Well, thanks for the 43 months and the tier 3, Beck. Welcome back. Alright, I was gonna take Winota. I just had an opponent low roll an Ornithopter and concede. God bless us, everyone. How long until best of one players start crying about that deck, chat? Not long at all? Soon? Implying they aren't already complete. That's fair. God bless us, everyone is a line that Tiny Tim says, right? And, whatever that movie is. Is it Christmas Story? No, I thought it's the Scrooge. What's it called? The Three Ghosts or whatever. Is it Christmas Carol? It must be. I'm mixing them up, Chip. Chad seems pretty certain, which means we're about 90% sure. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. We're cooking with gas. We're cooking with gas. I didn't trade this off last turn because I wanted to draw an extra card with my Champion of Dusk. Are there any other millennials in the audience that are incapable of reading the word DuckTales without just involuntarily humming, hoo? At least in your head. I did it in my head that time, but sometimes it comes out loud too. I think we're starting by filtering a blood token.
Defeating you will not bring you pleasure or pain. My bloodline flows through you.
I did it before you finished the question. God bless. I need to start closing the game out here. Maybe this is a little bit too aggressive because now they can attack Sorin. Maybe I'm supposed to leave one of these back. Magic is a skill-based game. Doo-da, doo-da. Magic is a skill-based game. Oh, the doo-da day. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. beep, 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 doo, 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 doo. I'm gonna let them make the number be really big, Chip. Be happy with all the choices I made this game. Sometimes your opponent's just significantly luckier than you are. Only negative 38. Only negative 38. Is Kenrith a greedy choice or stock? It's pretty stock. It's a human that hits relatively hard when you find it with Winota's Trigger. That's also pretty castable at 5 mana. The deck also makes treasures a mana of any color with Goose, so you can technically activate all of its abilities. Zero to 2 Kenrith. They don't all play it, but a lot of them do. Yeah, Feather's probably a very good deck in this format, Wargy. Probably gotta figure out how to not die to Agent of Treachery with the Feather deck, but if you could figure that out, I bet that deck's very good.
Bring things up to a simmer.
Safekeeping is target permanent. That might be okay.
Can't douse these flames.
They get to blink a lot of their stuff in and out, though, is part of the problem.
So what?
More bread box. I don't know if we need this, but it's gonna be pretty good.
No after party. I'm wiped out.
Blood is my beginning, and it will be your end.
It will be your end.
I guess you'll do.
We get to untap with Xander and Sorin. The game is over. This will get to attack with as a 7/7 lifelink. In addition to the Gifted Aetherborns. Hey, Redcap Melee chat. Winota making Mono Red's life a little bit more difficult. We cut all these Champion of Dusks here, and we cut these Thoughtseizes. We leave one champion in. Seems fine. 7/7 lifelink is nightmare fuel for Mono Red. Yeah. It's not amazing, but I think it's in the range of keepable. We peel a Sorin and we get a fast 6/6. Easy block here. I'm gonna keep my life total high, trade early, trade often. Turn 2 play from them is great for us. Give us a little bit of breathing room for us not having a turn 2 play ourselves. They just drew that, so they must not have anything else this turn, right? Yep, okay. Florian, come out and play. Yeah, I think this format is gonna give some new life to a lot of decks that have been pushed out of Historic previously, Breadboxer. This format is currently genuinely a format where older standard decks are somewhat reasonable. I'm gonna hit them here because I want to look at 3 cards. Nice.
Next time, I'll wear more comfortable shoes.
My called shot on Explorer is I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being the most popular part of my content in terms of Magic formats in a month or so. Once people get used to playing it. Knocking out my card advantage and not my life gainer. It's a bold strategy. Alright, not far off a Lord Xandar casting here. I could have been right to hold this back for the sake of denying them a spectacle trigger. So it opens them up to light up the stage or skewer for cheap this turn because I attacked. Yeah. Good theories with lifelink are great shit. 10 out of 10, do recommend 2 3s with lifelink. Do we rummage a Lord Xandar to work towards our 7th land? I think the answer is yes.
Balance may never be restored now.
Easy block here. I want to spend another card along with this etchings to finish off my 2/3. I'm fine with that. That's less good for us. Well, I'm glad we rummaged, chat. I'm glad we rummaged. Attack with Timmy. Oh gosh, they traded for him, chat. So now they have to sacrifice. Wait, is it non-land permanence? Oh my gosh, this is non-land permanence. All right. Chat, come on, is this card playable? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed they didn't just lose a land. It's non-land permanence and it's rounded down. Aggressive Time Killer, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. It's definitely significantly worse than I was expecting. Yeah, and your big mill to start becomes a smaller mill pretty quickly. The fourth Sanders the charm, chat. Okay, they're down to 8 cards in deck. Four cards in deck. I don't understand why, if you're not counting lands, the death trigger isn't rounded up. Like, is this card actually too good if you round up on the dice trigger? Such an awkward spot to be safe with the design. Even the number of cards you mill from their library is rounded down. I mean, I don't think it necessarily has to hit lands. I just think if you're not hitting lands, you could round up on all of these things instead of rounding down. Is my lukewarm take. You give it a touch more power. I assume they rounded down on everything because, like, you were gonna get to Liliana to veil them. Like, I was in my head, his death trigger was Liliana the Veil ultimate. Yeah, this is pretty good. Needs a third land, obviously, but really strong curve if we find it. Oh, I guess this isn't a black land. I think this is still keepable. If we hit the, yeah, sweet. So if we hit the black source by turn 2, it's really powerful. Fish Lamp Clock. Thanks for the 3.5 years. Welcome back. Yeah, I think there's merit to exploring that other 5-drop you walk for sure. If it was a Jeskai card, it would round up. Lol. The old Thoughtseize heavy side. Big dude. Okay.
Defeating you will not bring pleasure. House Markov grows stronger.
Okay, so we get to grasp their Shark Typhoon token here. Keep our Sorin around. Hey, JMK, thank you for the over 4 years and thank you for the tier 2. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. Good afternoon now in the cornfields. You can play Olivia. I think once you're at 6 mana, you might as well just play the 7-drop.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Shit, this isn't an untapped land.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. You are not much of a roadblock.
Yeah, untapped land. Let's haul, kill Sorin.
Obligations.
Olivia's just not nearly as powerful as an effect pack.
Guards, to me.
It's not a particularly good play on the 3rd turn, is the big thing. Like, you put Olivia into play and there's nothing in your min, it's just like a 4/4 with haste. It's like not a particularly powerful effect.
House Markov grows stronger.
Like, we just pass here because we know this face down card's a Doomscar. There's no reason to commit a 3rd threat into it. Yeah, I think if I was inclined to try something over Xander, the 5-drop effectively mono black card is where I would start. Do I just cantrip this Champion of Dusk? I think so. Hold on to this land for now, because this is going to make another blood token that we can use to filter it. There's no actual factual wrath in Explorer, right? Is Day of Judgment legal in this format? Wrath of God isn't. I don't know what the last set Day of Judgment was legal in. Day is not. Okay. Yeah, Shatter the Sky and Depopulate both technically have drawbacks. Yes, we will get Supreme Verdict eventually. Vomit. Insert vomit noises over here.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Well, Day of Judgment was a Amonkhet masterpiece, right? Or was that just Wrath of God? I forget. Yeah, Kaya's Wrath's a little bit prohibitive to cast, though. They are electing not to play Yori in this turn. Oh, is that it? I knew we had a somewhat recent day printing. Is it Mystical Archive? A Shark Typhoon here to trade with my 4/3. A bounce spell. Bouncing my thing that makes a blood token seems a little loose. Let's be real, given what archetypes they like to push, we're probably getting Verdict in the first Explorer anthology. Yeah, that's likely accurate. The people that make decision about which older cards get added in which order to Magic Arena have a huge control bias. Attempt to kill your Planeswalker. Wow, that just worked. Alright, I'm gonna play one of these out. I guess if I play both of them, I have lethal next turn. Alright, I've talked myself into playing both of them. He says before getting Wrath for the third time this game. Fourth time? We've been Wrath 3 times already, chat? Yikes. Yikes.
Hurry!
Hurry! Nothing about your magic deck says hurry, Teferi. I just put them to 1, right? We have Sorin, we have Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Your move, Yugi boy. This is what we've got.
You need to slow down.
Afternoon Martian. To set a low bar, this game is going better than I expected it to after we Thoughtseize them earlier today. My body is not ready to be set all the wreckage, chat. Things that is not. They need a march, chat. We can dodge a march, we can dodge a ball. Sick. Get in the trash can, Gandalf. Get in the trash can. Alright. Noxious Grasp. Infernal Grasps out. Gifted Aetherborn out. I like Silversmote Ghoul and Sorin and Florian. How do you feel about cutting a land? I think I feel good about it. Get out of here, Riverglide Pathway. Oh, was there a deluge in there and I skipped it? I think you're right, Hedon. I was just kind of on autopilot. Chat feels great about cutting lands. Chat has never met a land that didn't want to cut shit. Doomska, baby, Doomska, yeah. You can finally drive, Alti Gamer. Thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. Do I want to play around a removal spell or a counter spell? I want to play around a removal spell. Let's jam Sorin. I say this as someone who despises control decks generally, chat. Cavern of Souls is such a rancid design. So I'm so glad that Cavern doesn't exist in these formats.
Welcome to the family.
Oh, man. Gandalf, trash can, Gandalf. It's good for you two to finally meet. Chat, I'm so excited to get to play with actual Gandalf in Magic the Gathering next summer. I got a big ol' list of decks in the deck queue, Orgy. That's what we're going to be working through. This is going to be our last Magic deck today. Going to probably play 2, maybe 3 more matches with it, depending on how they're going. It's pretty good. Will it be an Arena? Isn't it a Modern set? Yeah, they told us it's coming to Arena, chat. Oh, no. Wow, rude. Combo piece from me. They took my steepler. I'll burn this place to the ground. Yeah, Gandalf is 23, chat. Am I taking time off in the near future? No, not planning on it. Why? Show me all secrets. Chat, I'm live today because there was just a set release. I would have been live yesterday too, but I already had plans. Feels like we're about to get ground into the dirt, huh? Was got a bunch of 4-3s left over here. Yeah, and Arena made me incapable of, playing Magic on Thursday. And originally scheduled to go, I was planning to go long on Thursday with Magic Arena content, and then Magic Arena happened. We just go max grind again, cut the card that doesn't play to the board, bring in some extra removal. Yeah, I don't stream in the evenings, and it so working Thursday evening didn't really help me. Evening streams are really bad for my metrics. Streaming at any point that isn't a normal stream time generally does poorly. Weekends can be hit or miss. Like, we have okay numbers today because Crokies isn't streaming, but like, if Crokies was live, he sucks some of the air out of the room since he's the largest on the platform. But even today is like worse than like what my weekday metrics will be. It's not even just that you're used to a specific schedule so much as that, like, even people that watch my stuff, if they're watching Twitch in the evenings, they'll typically have someone else that they already plan to watch during those time periods. My mana here. Yeah, there's some people that would come here instead, but most wouldn't. It's just how it be. During, what's it called? When all the COVID stuff first started, some people probably recall I experimented with doing a bit of a split schedule so I could be more available during the day to help with the kids during their remote learning. And that was definitely significantly worse for numbers than just having my normal daytime schedule. Are my kids able to understand what I do for a living? Yeah, chat. My kids are 6 and 8. 90% of what they watch when they watch TV is people playing video games. If you're not someone that interacts with small children, most grade school children watch people do what I do here.
Follow in darkness, then.
Not that far off, but just casting Xandar this game, which is great. Card advantage for Champion of Dusk, helping significantly with that. And the Castle Dracula to make blue mana. I assume they have to take Xandar since I'm only 2 turns off of casting it theoretically. So 35 months more text. Welcome back. Really? They're taking the removal spell. Okay. I have a 10-year-old who splits their free time playing Minecraft and watching Shuri's play Minecraft. Yep. My household is a lot of Minecraft and Bloons TD6 are the two big things. My kids aren't allowed to watch any strictly live content like this, but I've co-watched a bunch of YouTube stuff with them, and they have a selection of YouTube channels they are allowed to watch. My kids call you Dad Streamer Guy to differentiate you from their streamers. God bless them. Yeah, Bloons is a legitimately good game. All right, my wife and I play the co-op mode with the boys quite frequently. If you have an Android family plan and you buy Bloons for one of your family members, everybody gets it. So that's one of our Mario. The 2 newest Mario parties and that are our family video games we do typically. That's great, Immortals. Bloons was on Newgrounds. Gosh, is it really that old? It's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I had a job at a mall kiosk during holiday season. I used to sit and play Newgrounds games on the computer when the mall was slow. Anybody remember malls? Those still exist in some populated cities, right? What's a mall? Yeah, Maul the Skyclaves. Gives a creature 2/2 flying at first strike. I want this extra Gifted Aetherborn on the draw. Or could Orland Square? Chicago Ridge. There was a small theater on the south side of Chicago called the Beverly Arts Center that I worked there, and then they had a kiosk at the mall during holiday seasons. It was my job for high school and undergrad. The old Beverly Morgan Park area. Technically not the suburbs, but Chicago. There's one in Boston, but it's all bougie stores that remind me that 6 figures is not upper class. Yep. I mean, I'm not mulliganing a hand with lands and spells against Thoughtseize decks, so... Pretty reasonable hand, all things considered. Once they take a spell or two out of it, it'll be less good, and hopefully our top decks are good. Yeah, having things in a mall that aren't things you could get off Amazon, experiences type places, seems reasonable. Tilted Timmy 2 lands. That is quite the Twitch username. Thanks for the follow. Alright, can we dodge a discard spell for one turn, please? Not a once. Ah! Ah! Nailed it. Nice Thoughtseize deck.
Stronger.
House Markov grows stronger. If they have a removal spell here, the Xandar is only a 2-for-1. They brought in Necromentia? Really? So I didn't put a counter on this because if they had a removal spell, I wanted the counter here.
Outfades thirst for life.
Okay, so they can borrow my Xandar and mill me.
My freedom, a fair price.
I'll have you in chains next time. My bloodline flows.
Xandar's been reasonable as just a bomb. I think it would probably be reasonable as the Grixis 5-drop as well, though. We play the last one with some copies of that. What's this other card called, chat? It's a 5-mana creature vampire. Evelyn the Covetous. I think there's potential on this one. Art. Yeah, the fact that Xandar both is round down and doesn't sacrifice their lands is a big deal. So we'll lead on Knight of the Ebon Legion here, because on turn 2, we can go Shock, Thoughtseize, get a counter on this. And actually, I can Thoughtseize them first to see if I want to Shock for a counter. Okay, well, I can actually just never beat Nukin, so... We'll take that one, I guess. This looks like 5-color Niv. Well, I guess it's not Niv with these, right? There's like 5-color control. Maybe they don't have black. They're 4-color, no black.
Defeating you will not bring pleasure. I have sired many warriors.
Oh, yeah, they could be an Omnath deck. That's a good shout.
Vengeance will come for you one day.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The new card is technically mono black, right? It's a good shout. Omnath. Hey, this is another card that Noxious Grasp at Redcap Melee kill, huh? So, how grindy do I want to be? How many interactive spells do I want post-board here is the question. I definitely want some amount. Yeah, like a bunch of our removal spells get. I think Noxious Grasp is the one I want for sure, because this also kills Yorion. Yeah, I think they could just straight up undo the Omnath nerf. I don't think Omnath is too good in Alchemy or Standard. Oh, it's rotated. It's rotated, right? No, it's Zendikar. It would be legal in both. So, I am the aggressive deck, and I can't go bigger than an Ugin, but I also probably can't win the game where they keep a 4/4 in play that gains 4 life every turn. Snapkeep, thanks for the 25 months. Welcome back. We're gonna be uniting here in a little bit ourselves. Yeah, maybe the fact that we just need to be the beatdown means we just pull Evelyn out in this matchup. Yeah, I don't have a good source of a lot of blood tokens. So let's do 3 removal spells. I think having a way to answer the first Omnath is pretty important. seems fine. So scale of 1 to dead, chat. Where do you think our board is at here? Dead side of the scale. Got it. Chat, if I could influence ban lists, I would. I influence ban lists the same as the rest of you by complaining on social media. You know, maybe I should have taken the creature land and just played the Pit Fighter tapped. Would have been another threat, technically. I don't know that we're beating a second sweeper here. Okay, Omen of the Sea is a good start for us. Means they might not have the sweeper queued up. So it's technically not a bug with jungle experience entity. There is a bug on all characters with how they acquire passive experience, the level before they evolve. That's super unfortunate. I guess I just take a Castle Dracula, but really wish I could cast one of the other two. Actually, am I using a blood token here? This might just be like play Pit Fighter, play Sorin plus, huh? I kind of, like, they don't have a sweeper. I think we just go wide here. I think I just go wide.
Depart Innistrad immediately. This is but a taste of my power. These childish games bore me.
Gonna put Champion into play with Sorin. No? The answer to your question is no. I will leave it as an exercise to the reader as to why that was not a legal play. Oh gosh, I forgot this has more text than just the Cheeto fingers. You're so old! Well, thanks for sticking around anyways, Ninja Turtle. I appreciate the over 3.5 years. Yes, in Paper Magic, that would have been a legal play. Big shouts. Big shouts to Paper Magic. Okay. I was assured that Explorer was a paper format, therefore it should be allowed. No more dead here. There's no way. They draw 3 cards 2 turns in a row and we don't get buried, right?
We will not fail.
Doubled all their green mana, so they currently have 6/8 mana available. Game 3 on the play, my friends. Been enjoying the Explorer format. I haven't played enough of it to really have a good opinion on it yet. It really takes more than playing something for, what's the word I'm searching for? 3 hours to get a good feel for it. Only played 2 different decks. They are both viewer submissions. Right, if we draw a land in our 2 draw steps, our hand's pretty good. That's good generic Magic advice. Just always be on the play. Alright. We're doing it. We're doing it. Is Uro legal? It is not. Uro basically got the Oko treatment. He's not really legal anywhere.
I drink only the finest. Whiphouse Markov grows stronger.
Rightfully so. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Uro's one of the few cards that has been rightfully banished everywhere. Card's pretty obnoxious. You know what sounds great, chat? 7 looks at a Thoughtseize. They can Clarion us this turn. Not the end of the world, because we'll still have Champion of Dusk with a Sorin to follow it up. And when they don't have it, they just get got. Aggressive deck featuring Thoughtseize seems good in this format, Chip. Alright, we can clean up the lands a little bit in this, right? Because we technically... We don't need these pathways if we're playing Evelyn. Because she's technically not a Grixis card. Put in a couple of channel lands. Are there any other utility lands I want in here? I don't think so. I think 4 creature lands, these 2, and Castle Dracula seems fine. Oh, deserts. Those actually, a couple of deserts. I don't know if a couple of deserts are good. Like, I think Dracula is better than the desert, and having more than 4 things that deal me damage seems sketch. That's 15 red, right? 12 and 3. Florian's been pretty impressive. Almost want another Florian in the main deck. Yeah, I don't think I want to take a bunch of damage from my lands yet. I think if I wanted more utility lands, I would play more creature lands. We could play Den of the Bugbear over one or two of the mountains. I don't think I can keep Infernal Grasp 5-drop against a Yorian deck. Need to be the beatdowns. This hand's really good if it finds a third land by the third turn. Let's go. Nailed it. Never didn't have it. This is the way we curve on out. Doo-dah, doo-dah. This is the way we curve on out. Oh, the doo-dah day. Okay.
I guess you. Our fiends thirst.
So, in theory, we can attack for lethal next turn?
This is but a taste of power.
So, chat, I'm gonna pay a life on this, so this way I lose 1+3, so Knight will get a counter this turn. This doesn't care who loses 4, just that somebody lost 4. Gandalf, trash can, Gandalf. Good to introduce you to each other. Look at that. 6 in, 6 out. I think that's our game plan. Going on, Chiller? Thank you for the 25 months. Welcome back. Choose to block warriors this game. Listen, chat, this type of professionalism is why people tune into the stream. I understand. Those with weaker stomachs would have mulliganed this hand. They'd have been wrong. Take the Wandering Emperor here. It is not legal chiller, no. Yeah, Supreme Verdict isn't legal in this format yet. Deal Reno. You know they have 5 spells in hand right now. Good chance another one's a counterspell. Yep. Feel like I'm stuck in Groundhog Day chat. I keep attacking them, they keep gaining 3, my spell keeps going to the graveyard. It's not a good feel. I think I just put this down to start generating card advantage. Or some real pressure, I mean. Just a purr. Thanks for the tier 2. Thanks for the over 2.5 years. Welcome back. Feels like I want to play a card that demands a counter spell here. So that way they can't just deluge for free if they have a counter. Yes. Yeah, the flash aspect on this card in addition to the card advantage. All very reasonable for this format. Or for these types of matchups.
Excuse my sudden egress.
This or another vampire enters the battlefield. Exile the top card of each player's library with a collection counter. Once per turn, you may play a card from exile with a collection counter on it. We played Sorin and put Evelyn in? Nah, not necessarily. It would require me to downtick Sorin, which I didn't really want to do. Yeah, we've got some sweet mid-rangey tools here.
I'm not going to sit this one out. I'm not ready for you quite yet.
So I can attack them, which guarantees I see the Evelyn on top of my deck. And then we'll cast this, which gives me, okay, a land. And then during their upkeep, I can use the Fateful Absence to KO the Teferi before they get to draw another card with it. I want to play with this card in Standard too, chat. This card's really good. It's good in a dedicated Vampire Shell. I think it's just good as a control card too. I don't think you need a bunch of other vampires with this card for her to be good. That was sweet. I'm glad we made that swap at the end and tried it out. She definitely felt much better than the Lord Xandar. Xandar's a little disappointing. It definitely is a lot less powerful than I read it at first skim. The fact that she's black, blue-black, red-black, and Grixis means, yeah, exactly that, right? Like, she's technically can be a mono-black card. This core felt pretty good in general, though. Just like good aggressive threat, some meaningful disruption. Sorin with Champion of Dusk is still powerful. Florian is great. It's possible you might even want to fit more of this in the main deck. The mana base was good and consistent. Yeah, she was really, really impressive in those games. They're definitely going to want to play more of this card, not only in Explorer, but also in Standard as well. I think this card not only is a decent top end in these kind of mid-rangey vampire decks, but I think this could just be a control finisher, right? Because, like, in a way, this is just like a 2/5 flash that just, like, draws 2 cards. It, like, cantrips itself off of your deck and also comes with a card from theirs. Yeah, agreed through Smith. All right, at any rate, that's going to wrap up on Magic for today.